Tonight, from Austin, Texas, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tyrod Taylor and the Austin Armadillos versus Joe Burrow and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. A dump off here for Gore. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Yeah, they go play action now. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Hyde. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow will throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, that's complete to Cobb. On third down, Burrow, left side Doyle with it. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Play action, it's Taylor.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Gore. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff for Gore as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
3 yards remain for second down.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. I think that's Sherman down. Yes, it is. Apparently shaken up there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Zaven Collins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to, just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's Gore.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Taylor to throw. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Taylor's throw taken in by Landry.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Taylor.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
Yeah, maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Burrow on play action. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's got it. Touchdown. Randall Cobb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Nighthawks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First down, here's Burrow. He's got Jack Doyle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Murray. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
Space to run past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jack Doyle, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Nighthawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point now by Boswell. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Gore. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gore. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Taylor. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time for the next drive. We'll see what tight end Jack Doyle and the rest of this offense can do. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up, and I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong usually for one person to handle.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow taken in by the tight end Doyle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Burrow, he finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Caught by Cobb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Nighthawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, Gore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Gore. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Taylor to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Taylor. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. That's complete to Sharp. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Taylor. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Taylor.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
1st down, a run with Hyde. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Hyde. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A give to Hyde out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Here we go. 180.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.